Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone. I hope you're doing very well. This reading is for Aries and we're going to see what is showing up for you this coming week. Please do rate, comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. Okay, so your first card is the Star, which is a long journey brings rewards. And you have the Moon, which is you'll be guided through the darkness. And strength and wisdom. I feel like because you got the stars and the moon, which is like both connected to nighttime, it's kind of saying that a lot of you guys have been feeling in the dark about certain things, feeling like either you've been navigating without any form of direction. Some of you guys may be feeling like you have a higher purpose in this life, but kind of feeling unfulfilled. Like maybe you feel like you don't know what your life purpose is. You don't know what direction to work in, what direction to go in. It's almost like a feeling of, basically what I would say is like you feel lost or feel like you need some form of guidance. And I think the Star is providing that guidance. It's like leading the way, showing you the pathway to take. And so I think that this is very fortunate for you because it's going to give you the direction that you need to finally feel like, yes, I'm moving forward, and yes, I'm sure of what I'm doing, I'm sure of where I'm going, I'm sure of where I am right now, because things have been kind of in the midst of delusion, and I don't think it's you necessarily that you're delusional. I feel like things have been uncertain, and not only uncertain, maybe people have made promises and they didn't keep their promises. Maybe it was a situation where something seemed to be really good, but then it turned out not to be. But I kind of feel like there have been some issues with things not being as clear as they needed to be. Some of you guys will definitely be able to depend on your intuition to carry you through and see you through certain situations. And so I feel like at any time where anything is unclear or uncertain to you, it's best to use your intuition to push you forward. And I think your intuition is what is going to be strengthening, or your knowledge, spiritual knowledge and understanding is going to be strengthening. I'm also drawn to the fact that they have these Egyptian figures like in this card, which is kind of making me think if you guys have a certain spiritual practice that kind of connects to some kind of Egyptian deity, something like that, they may be of assistance to you. If you don't, I just get this feeling that there is something in terms of guidance that is also coming to you on a spiritual level. So for you, it may appear as like divine inspiration. It may appear as something that happens that just brings you clarity. But I feel like it's actually going to be some kind of spiritual energy that is actually making these things happen, or helping you or assisting you in what you're trying to do. And so that's really good. And I feel like the reason why they're assisting you is because they know that you have the ability, you have the strength, you have the know-how to be able to persevere in this situation. And so I think that you just sort of need the self-belief and the courage so that every time that you do feel uncertain, you're not made to feel afraid. Like, you're not made to feel afraid about your circumstances. You're not made to feel afraid that you don't have a direction, or that things aren't as clear as they need to be. Your cards are basically saying it's okay that you're experiencing that, because sometimes, you know, you're stuck at the drawing board just because you have to work out a plan, you know. And so I think some of you guys are going to be working out a plan this week that moves some things that have been either stuck and stifled or confused or not sorted out properly. You're going to have to sort them out this week. So I feel like for you, Aries, that this is not a week of putting things off. This is more a week of being like quite hands-on in terms of moving situations forwards that has been stuck in the past. So peace and many blessings to you, Aries. I'll be seeing you. Bye.